The first snows came, far faster than had been expected. Rainbow, curling on the ground, looked up and covered her eyes with a wing. This isn't natural, she said softly. Yes, it is a bit too early for in the year for snow, isn't it? Reddy asked her, casting a spell to summon her muffler and saddle. But a snowflake then fell on her muzzle as he looked at it as it melted against her pearl white fur. What do you mean this isn't natural? From what Cloudkicker told me, we weren't supposed to have snow today. And unless this wandered in for the Everfree, and believe me, that place is creepy enough, then it had to form naturally. And since we Pegasi don't let that happen, as he stroked her wings, it's not natural. I think you might have to rethink what natural means, Sir Cube, Eljack told her. Always the practical one, as he came with her ever-present half, a scarf, and a well-worn duster coat. Although this snow's coming, that blaze is coming early. That's going to harm the apple crop. Girls, can we please talk about other things right now? First, I looked down, heartbroken. We're here for other reasons, right? The others fell silent at the soft-spoken Pegasus' plea. Yeah, you're right, Rainbow said softly, turning away and saying, Sorry. It's okay, Verity said. No offense, yeah, we make mistakes. They stood before Raspberry Barrel's grave. She had been gone 3 months now, and to the girls it felt as if they were forever. This had been a season of pain, one that had not let up. Even after the T-Rex War and attempts to rebuild, his forces of followers continued their onslaught. The small-town garrison that had always been a handful of ponies at best was now turning into a full fort with a company of EUP guards. Whole sections of Ponyville had not been rebuilt, and on the far west side of town, 4 of those apartment buildings that were common in Canterlot or one of the largest cities were now climbing into the Ponyville sky. The once lackadaisical town, so used to brushing off parasite swarms of greedy dragons and zebra misunderstandings, was now genuinely on edge. It didn't feel like home anymore. And the grave of their lost friend was just one more reason why. Sweeping the light dusting of snow off the gravestone with her wing, Fluttershy gave it a sad smile. We're sorry we haven't been by in a week, Fluttershy said softly. But we haven't stopped thinking of you. Your Highness, here's our current town outlay. Mayor handed Twilight the papers. Twilight was spending a rare day working on statecraft rather than her all-consuming project. Not only that, because she had the meeting scheduled with the mayor that she couldn't get out of. Besides, with the town half destroyed and the whole floor of the palace now dedicated to use as acting city hall office, it wasn't as though Twilight could hide from Ponyville's municipal government forever. Twilight scanned the document, then looked at the mayor with aplomb. Seriously? Mayor nodded. Sadly, yes. We will need additional funding. Double it. Twilight looked at her bleakly. I will not let my ponies go homeless for one more day. I know some ponies don't like the apartment complexes, and they feel that they're taking away from the town's character. But they're the quickest way to make sure we get families out of tents and back into a normal semblance of life, then it has to be done. Frankly, Princess, up until now I was one of those ponies, Marin ran. But after turning the cabs set up on the fairgrounds, and the fact that the air is getting colder quickly, we don't have normal homes built in time, not with the extra incursions for the Force, and especially not with all the T-Rex fanatics that seem to have been sprung up as late. She gave the princess a sad glance. After all that, if it means saving the town's bunnies, I'll replace every town in this town with those massive apartment buildings by myself, with my own house if need be. Thank you, Mayor. I know it's a struggle, Twilight told her, but it's worth it. Twilight! Pinkie rushed into the throne room and unceremoniously interrupted the meeting. We have an emergency. Pinkie, I'm in the middle of a meeting. No, it's an important emergency. The look on the Earth Mayor's face was one of stone cold sobriety. Like, double secret, super emergency type stuff. She then grabbed her friend's pressed stern and started tugging. We don't have time to waste. Twilight looked at the mayor apologetically. I'm sorry, Mayor, but I need to attend this. Mayor chuckled. I understand, Princess. I certainly know now not to interfere with the parent activities. I will send the paperwork tonight by courier so you can sign the final documents. Done. Was all Twilight could say before Pinkie managed to successfully drag her out of the throne room. When they exited, Twilight looked at Pinkie sternly. What's up, Pinkie? You tried, Pinkie said sadly. You're the emergency. You don't know how worried we are about you. We haven't seen you in days. Pinkie, Twilight groaned, I've been busy. This project I'm working on for Luna is extremely important. You haven't held Twilight time for Sweetie School and Apple Bloom in weeks. Spike says you haven't eaten in days. You missed my repeat to your egg for figures for the 58th time party I held 2 days ago. I don't think you understand how important this project is, Pinky. It might be the key to saving our world. Today is Raz's birthday, Pinky said flatly, her mane starting to straighten out. We're all meeting by her grave to let her know how much we love and miss her. That took the whale down Twilight Sales. I know, you can't talk about it. We know something is up with Princess Celestia. We're not supposed to talk about that either. But you can't do anything if you force yourself to the point of exhaustion. You might be an unicorn, Twi, but you're only pony. The plug on Pinky's face was sad. Please. We know what you're doing is important, but we need you too. Twi turned away, saying to herself, Pinky hugged her. We know. But you're the princess of friendship, and we need that more now than ever, right? Twilight and Pinky hugged one another until Pinky's mane sprung back once more. Twilight felt more at ease. So he didn't want to look for a guard. Father found one he hadn't seen before. A unicorn stallion with a purple mane, golden eyes, and features similar to that of Pinky Prince Blueblood. Excuse me, have you seen Captain Stormbreaker?
Captain Stormbreaker was recalled to Camelot because of a family emergency, Your Highness. Unicorn said simply. I'm here to fill for her for a few days. What can I do for you?
Yes, I need to step out for a few. Twilight suddenly trailed off as recollection suddenly came to her. Do we know each other, Lieutenant?
Unicorn smiled. So you do remember, he said with a grin. Although it's been a few years, Your Highness, but I do recall you've grown lovelier than ever, I may say.
You call friend Twi? Pinky asked. He's an extended member of the royal family. A lot of Blue Blood's cousins, as I recall.
He nodded. Yes. So far down the line that I'm technically a prince. I rarely bother with the title, he explained. In fact, the only one who really does is my sister, Duchess Highfalutin. He then looked at Twilight. And I'm sorry about all the problems she's been causing us lately, Your Highness.
Twilight, if you please. If we're equals, we should be calling each other by first name,
He laughed. If you insist, Twilight. But let me introduce myself to your friend at least.
Bowing graceful, he said, I'm sorry, I'm getting with the wrong voice.
Prince Divine, you're right. Lieutenant of the Solar Division of the UAP Guards, and Prince of Westermere, at your service, Lady Pie. Although I'd rather be known for being a lieutenant than a prince. And like I said, I'm not big on titles.
Recognizing finally came to Twilight's features. Tiv, I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. As I said, it's been a few years to write it. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I need to step out for errands, but they're personal, so I was hoping I could do without the escort.
That's fine. I'll let the duty sergeant know. As it is, I need to increase patrols around the campsite. A borrower I apparently tried to attack early this morning, and 2 ponies were injured. I'll be needing a small team into the forest later today to deal with that.
I wasn't aware.
I know you weren't. I only found out about it a few minutes ago myself. I'm not happy about it, though. We serve our ponies, and it won't do to have them injured, not when I can do something to protect them.
Well, as I recall, you would often say that is your divine right, am I right?
He rolled his eyes. I am so glad I grew out saying that all the time. It made me sound stupid and megalomaniacal.
Meanwhile, thank you for all your help, Mrs. Harmonia. Sunset said over her phone a few minutes later. I truly appreciate everything you've done. On the other end, Harmonia laughed. Anything to help Velvet's daughter, she said. Besides, I haven't spoken to Dr. Artifact in years, and it was nice to catch up one old times. As it is, though, I must get back to my work. I'll let you do that. Thanks again. Bye. Sunset hung up her call and then turned back to midnight. Done and done. You're clear to take however long you need. Midnight stared at Sunset in surprise. You magic sentence, Sunny. Yes, actually I am. She said with a smile, then laughed as she had. I just happen to know people is all. Big looked at the girl with a pressed look.
Maybe I support you under my wing, kid. With that contract list you got there, you'd be a national in this business.
Sunset made a few calls, and an hour later, all of her friends, as well as the Chocolate Twins, Rose, and Piano, had come up. At the moment, the twins were looking over the script, and Rose was calling her brother to see if he could come with film the extra video himself. As for the others, they were all in costuming, having filled in the parts as extras, since some extras had heard about slow reels firing and didn't want to be a part of the production any longer.
Well, I would be ruined if it wasn't for you, Sonny.
Midnight said with gratitude.
I truly appreciate everything you've done.
Well, that's why I'm lucky she's my cousin, Octavia said, having exited costuming. She was dressed in 1930s elegance, as she'd been a time traveler from the Gilded Age, having gotten lost on the way to some swank Manhattan party. She's practically like a sister to me, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all, Tavi,
Midnight replied.
Oh, this is divine!
Rarity, now dressed similarly, came out as well. She looked even more a bit than Octavia did currently, yet at the same time also seemed to be completely at home in formal attire.
Oh, there, Miss Moondust. You may want to have your costuming department be a bit more accurate. I can see you're going for 1930s elegance with some of the background. Well, that gentleman there,
she said, pointing at a man at a distance,
is wearing an ascot tie, which is somewhat anachronistic for the time period.
When Midnight looked at Rarity with confusion, Sunset explained, Rarity's a fashion designer by nature, so it's not surprising she knows these things. Midnight just whistled in appreciation.
You sure you're not Magic, Sonny? Looks like you have some expertise on hand that some experts don't. I just been informed, Miss Moondust,
Rarity said simply, with an elegant shrug of her shoulders.
Rose walked up. Okay, I got home, my brother, she said to Midnight. Kid's gonna drop everything and be here within the hour. He's really gonna love this, and it's gonna be a huge break for him, especially since he's in college.
Look,
beggars can't be choosers, so I'm just glad I was able to get someone knows, someone I know that works with us as well. Besides, I didn't know you knew Sonny and Tavi. Plus we now have the Chocolate Twins involved. That really makes things exceptional.
That was when Milk, Mint, and Piano walked over to him, script in hand.
Well, we have good news and bad news, Mint began. Sis? Yeah, we can do some of this stuff, Midge, Milk began. But we're not this good. Some of these routines call for doing on rollerblades. That's the persistent dancing. Yeah, I know Dazzling Steps personally. She's known for moves like this, Piano added. The choreography alone's gonna be persistent. I can make some calls to see if I can get some other dancers that are available to pull it off, but I don't know if we can get anyone this caliber in time. What about Twinkle Span?
Mint suggested.
Broke her ankle a few weeks ago,
Piano pointed out.
Not gonna be available in time. Flat Star, 6 months pregnant, I doubt she'll be dancing. Steel Roller, on honeymoon. She lives in New York now. Silver Mouse.
Piano rolled her eyes.
Now you're stressing, she said. Just because she got drunk and started dancing on the table at your house at one time doesn't mean she's a dancer for a living.
Mint bluffed.
Okay, point. Well, let's pull together our resources. We should be able to come up with something in time.
Can we just call Dazzling Steps back since the odious man is now gone? Rarity asked.
We could have, but they found her at a bar about
We could have, but they found her at a bar about 30 minutes ago, drunk off her ass and moaning about how she won't let some guy tickle her titties. Big said, she's currently bunkering up about the whole thing, so we sent her home with pay. Besides, last thing we want is a lawsuit. And when it comes to Tinseltown, having her drunk and paid to just sit sober up is better than the lawsuit we get hit with otherwise.
Well, we could probably put imagination to it, but it's gonna cost you. No, Rose. Not her. No way in hell.
Her seat.
Good I got to go with, Rose explained. Julianne dancer and has an ego bigger than a Hollywood sign. She's good admittedly. Damn good. But I guarantee the moment she finds out she's the last minute filling, and all these celebs are here, all that money for this single that Miz is going to donate to charity may as well go to the Let's Play Bill's credit card bill fund. Yeah, I know who she is, Midnight responded. And I know you got the same school as you. No way in hell, Rose. Sorry. You need a dancer who can pull it off. We'll have to come up with something. We'll still have time to think of something, right?
Sunset called to get their attention.
Well, we do have one option left, and that is...
Sunset merely gestured over to her date, who was standing there. For all Sunset's gestures, it may as well have been the equivalent to a dozen lighted arrow signs surrounding the cotton-handed girl.
Rarity grinned. Now why didn't I think of that?
Everyone present turned to Pinky. You could dance?
Well, yeah, Pinky said, taking off her fingers. I'm a cheerleader, dancer, and martial arts, so I do dance a little.
Dance a little? Sunset blurred. Who was the one who came up with that sexy impromptu belly dancer routine on me back at the cabin a few weeks ago? A few beats went by when Sunset realized what she said.
Sexy belly dancer routine?
Midnight asked. I wasn't aware of that, Octavia said, crossing her arms and looking at her cousin slyly.
I thought he was straight, Sunset dear,
Rarity accused, an equally knowing look on her face.
That's not what I meant!
Sunset blurred, tearing nearly as red as her hair.
Sure it
wasn't, Rarity and Octavia said at the same time.
Pinky got Sunset. I knew you'd like it. Took me a bit to make sure I had the glistening oils on my naked body, just right for you,
she said without thinking twice. Doing! Everyone looked at the two without saying a word. Someone kill me now. Please. Sunset begged. Well, didn't you? Someone make it permanent this time. Twilight, who had never heard was just coming out costuming, decided to spare her sister furthermore vacation.
Seriously, though, do you think you could do this, Pinky?
Pinky walked over to where Milk and Mint were looking at the choreography script.
May I?
She asked, and he handed it to her. Pinky then looked it over with lots of hmms and ha's, and were handing it back to the twins.
Oh, this is easy, but can I make suggestions?
At this point, I'm all ears, Midnight said.
Have me, Mint, Milk, Pianer, and Bonbon do dancing, Pinky suggested. Have A camera focus on me and B camera fill the others. That way, if there's a move I can't pull off or it doesn't look good after repeated takes, you got B-roll of the others that you can turn to.
Midnight hugged Pinky.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Pinky.
Pinky blushed at a gesture.
I'm just being mean, really. No need to take your friendly neighborhood Pinky for doing her job.
Bonbon at Pinky's words and picked up the script as well. Fortunately, she hadn't gotten to costuming at all.
Yeah, this isn't hard to do at all,
she said.
A lot of this works the same way. I suggest we sit down and go over this real quick and see if we can replicate so we can get this taken care of. In fact, given how martial arts work, we have several dancers here.
The girl said, looking at the others. No thanks, Daisy murmured. I'm not wiggling my butt out there.
Daisy, you're as good as I am,
Bonbon told her.
For that matter, so are your sisters and AJ.
Nope, can't be out. I'll be happy to be in this video, but I ain't as fast as techniques as you. I know my limitations.
Suit yourself, Ari, Sonny.
Sure, cut me in, Arya said.
Absolutely. Dancing with Milk and Mint, it's like a dream come true.
Sonata said happily. Fine, Dacia said, but I'm only doing it if AJ does. The others looked at Applejack. Applejack groaned. I'm gonna get for you for this, Daddy. If I had to suffer for art, you have to suffer for art. She said with a laugh. It was then that a security guard approached, escorting a girl and a woman in a wheelchair.
Miss Burdess, the guard asked. These two are here for you.
Hey, my friend's here.
Midnight said with a smile. Let me introduce you all to them, and we can figure stuff out from there. Is there a store around here? Shimmer asked.
Yeah, there's a department store 2 blocks north from here. Why?
Rose asked. Is they going to dance? They need to work on the routine fast. Which means they're going to need to work out something, and I doubt anyone but them. She looked at the newly chosen dancers and said, I need your sizes. I'm going to get you some workout gear.
Better yet,
there's an LA Fitness across the street, Milk said. We have membership with them, so let's handle that. Allow me. My twin here might have the magic contact list, but I am one with the credit cards. Shimmer said with a grin. I have my own magic too. Are you sure, Shimmer? Sunset asked her. Remember what I told you about being the best Sunset Shimmer you can be? That applies to both of us, she said with a grin.
Alright, let's get this done then,
Midnight said.
We can save this, and I owe it to all you guys.
Sunset, meanwhile, pulled Pinky aside and looked at her. You sure about this, Pinky? I didn't intend to ruin our date.
It's okay, Pinky assured her. Your friend needed help. And celebrity or not, this is for a good cause, right? I don't mind. Besides, I'm with you. When we get to stun time, we have a whole museum to ourselves, right? It's not like I'm alone. I'm still out in you.
I really appreciate this, Pinky. Miss is a friend, and it sounds like she was in some serious, desperate straits. Pinky looked at Sunset with adoration.
It shows how much you care about others, Sunny. You wonder why I fell in love with you.
She sighed and leaned against her.
No, you excuse me. I need to go work on my routine with the others.
Good. I look forward to seeing it.
I'll be looking forward to shaking my cute little ass for you.
Sunset blessed and Pinky laughed playfully as she walked off to join the others.